Hello, GMX666 here. This is gonna be an attempt at a fan fiction I've been making in the works. Um, yeah, I got allergies kicking my ass right now. Sorry, but I just can't uh think straight. Anyways, hi guys, this is GMX666. I hope you enjoy this little fan fiction idea I've come up with. So here it goes. I do not own anything in this fanfiction. Anyways, as we as we see, the black void of Ichigo's Mugetsu was so powerful enough that it made him even think he was going to die. Well, once Aizen was obliterated, uh, he was nothing left but a marble. Ichigo picks up the marble of death and says, "Man, I wish I wasn't going to die today." Little did he know the little voice in that of his reached the Hogaku, as they call it, the Marble of Death, whatever. As the Marble of Death gave Ichigo, went straight in his chest as soon as he dissipated into particles, and was now at the Soul King's palace with a little over his our third seat officer Ritsu. Ichigo lost a lot of power during that fight with Aizen. So the Soul King notices Ichigo's waking up as the as he says, "Young Ichigo, it's time for you. I'm going to send you to. I have lost the bet to a god, and I'm trying to. I gotta make amends for it. Since he died a little less over a year ago, and you were still not dead yet, I had to put matters in your own hands. I'm sorry, Ichigo. I was the cause of your death, but." If I was a good soul, wipe out Central 46 for the wipe of the face of the planet. Just so you know, Ichigo, I'm sorry for what my Soul Reapers have done for you. Just for that, Ichigo was somewhat happy that somebody acknowledged him for not being a Soul Reaper, but for being honest and stuff. So Ichigo actually now his mind started kicking in since he just started waking up again. What do you mean you lost the bet to a god in a different dimension? How is that even possible? Not just the Soul King, Ichigo. I'm the Shinigami, the Death God, the Reaper of Souls, Hades, whatever, so on and so forth. I am so many things that I have to be in control of. The Almighty One, the God Himself, has made me and my other sisters and brethren in different dimensions, but we all have the same title, just different appearances. So Ichigo, you are going to go to Kuro Town, I believe it's called. Sorry, I'm not really. I can't remember what they talk about that. So I want you to learn to control your Ryutsu, Ichigo, because if you don't control your Ryutsu, or is it Ryutsu or Reishi? I can't remember which one. Anyways, you are going to put a lot of people at risk for upcoming hollows. So, or more of the fact of stray devils trying to eat you too. So as Ichigo and the Soul King were conversating, Ichigo noticed that he had the marble of death in his chest, and he thanks to the Soul King for not bringing him back to his own world because Captain Commander should have probably would have ripped him a new one or creation to ashes ass, but that's the point. So Ichigo was slowly getting his Reishi or Ritsu. I can't remember which one was which. But since he's also part Quincy and Hollow, I guess it doesn't matter. So his Hollow side of his Zanbakuto and his Quincy side of his Zanbakuto. Yes, I'm doing this. Okay, just give me a minute to think about Zangetsu, the one that's the white copy of Ichigo, Hasn't told him yet, but will later. Once he starts getting his Ritsu or Reishi, how as high as he's gonna go. Not too far strong, but he's gonna have 2 years to train in this new world. But he's not gonna do it all in training. He's gonna go out and explore the land. So as soon as he was done controlling his Ryutsu so that way he could feel the control, but his supply is really small compared to when he was fighting Aizen. But that was their cost anyway. So Ichigo finally goes to the Senkaimon that the Soul King gave him, and also gave him a gauntlet. Now this gauntlet is very important. As the Soul King looks into Ichigo and says, Ichigo, this gauntlet right here that I put on your arm is called the Elemental Dragon uh, Emperor. He has the power of all elements, but it has a few gimmicks and features like absorption of different kinds of elements. And once you get that element, you can use that element as a Dragon Slayer technique. But you gotta have to put it as a secondary cost because it's gonna require a lot of stamina and strength, which I know you have now. But once you get to this new world, you be 12 again. Yep, I'm making Ichigo 12. I am so bad. He's got 3 years to roam around town, train, get up to snuff, and all that good shit. So as Ichigo was accepting his fate, he goes through the portal. And as the Soul King has a mischievous side to him, he Spartan kicks Ichigo in the butt like he did Rukia when Ichigo did Rukia. So it was kind of funny to see the look on Ichigo's face. You son of a bitch. And that's all he heard was B. He didn't even get to finish the last part. As Ichigo's soul slammed into another body that was in a coma for about uh 10 years. So he's, yeah, this boy was in a coma for 10 years. It's his alternate, is not alternate, more of a parallel self from the world he was from. Ichigo starts waking up feeling weird. He's 12. Why am I 12? He says in his mind. And then he hears, King, there's a lot of shit going down, and I want to know what the fuck's going on, says his Hunter Hollow. Zangetsu, old man Zangetsu says, Ichigo, what the hell happened to the world we were in? I don't know what you mean, guys. Did you, and how are we here with you, Ichigo? Explain that one. Uh, I kind of got assigned to help the Soul King out with a certain errand of his. Okay. So as Ichigo was talking to his inner spirits, he didn't notice that a butler of his was coming through the door. Oh my, Ichigo-kun, you're awake. Holy crap. And so I tried my best impression of a butler. And goes running, Sir, uh, Ishichiba, your son is awake. Finally. As Ishin like, what? My son's awake. No freaking way. They said he'll be unconscious for about another 12 more years. What the hell? So they go in there and all greet Ichigo that's somewhat alive. They don't even know how he's even living. They said he was in a cosmosis state that couldn't be recoverable. Well, little did they know that this Ichigo in this universe was dead. Oh, well, not really dead. More along the lines of brain dead, without the soul to maneuver his body. But they didn't know that at the time, so they just thought he was. But he still aged, which was weird. They never thought about that. Well, when Ichigo was younger in this world, he unlocked his self when he was just about two years old. So that way, when he escaped his body, he was attacked by a hollow. So you would think that the soul is the body would decay, right? No, there was more to this than originally planned. So as Ichigo's waking up, what happened? Why am I surrounded by mom, dad, my sisters? What's going on here? He says, King, don't freak out. But this is your family from a different dimension. Your mom is still alive, apparently, and they have an industry going to. Well, you might not like this too much. You're technically still Shinigami Soul Reaper Quincy Hollow, but that's not the only thing. Ichigo, you are um how should we put this? Half devil too. Like, really? On top of everything I've been through my entire life, why do I have to be half devil? Well, there's the funny part, King. Uh, you weren't just part devil, you're half angel. Okay, now this doesn't make freaking sense. Why am I being tortured like this? As the Shinigami was laughing his ass off in his realm, watching Ichigo flip out internally, but ignoring his family is just too much for him to handle. It was the best prank he ever did. Well, now it's time to end the prank. As everybody in the room disappeared, Ichigo's like waking up. Okay, now what the hell is going on this time? And Ichigo looks around. Oh, I guess it was just what the Soul King wanted me to see in my sleep. Yes, it was a dream that the Soul King made up because he was one of the with Ichigo's mind a little bit to see if he could dream. But he still had to laugh of his butt off. Anyways, so we go back to Ichigo's 12-year self. As he goes to get up, he feels he's a little weak. Like he's not eaten in years. Yes, I'm still saying that he was in a cosmos state, but not for 12 years. More like 5 because he was in a coma when he got hit by a car. That's what really would happen. But they don't know what these people don't know in this realm that he's still a Shinigami Hollow and uh, Quincy. But I want you guys to decide which side he wants to be on. Angels, definitely not fallen angels though, or devils. I can't choose between which one I want, and I want you guys to do that for me. If you guys ever rewatch this video or whatnot. Anyway, so as Ichigo starts getting around the house, he sees a person in his house. Excuse me, Lord Ichigo. I'm sorry we didn't mean to wake you. We were talking to these people about how you were in a coma. They figured out that you weren't in one. Do you know who these people are, Ichigo? Ichigo looks down. I don't know who they are. I'm Jasper. You may not know heard of me. I'm Jasper the Clown. I know it's a weird butler name, but hey, I have to do something to make my dreams come true, you know? So you wanted to be in a circus instead of a butler. Exactly. So then Ichigo looks at the yes, may I help you? He noticed that there was a girl with beautiful red hair, along with a man with the same kind of red hair and eyes. They must be related in some way. Yes, hi. I'm looking for a boy named Ichigo. That would be me. Ichigo, I'm gonna put this on the table in front of you. I want your honest opinion. Do you know what we are? Should he lie or should he tell the truth? Should he lie to tell the truth? He told the truth. Yes, you guys are devils. I was from another dimension, but or parallel universe or whatever you call it. My I've never been here before in my life. I didn't know I was under under stasis for so long, but yes, I am indeed, in fact, not from here. Ryu says, "I told you, Nissan." Oh, Ichigo doesn't know her name yet. My apologies, Ichigo. This is my sister, Rhea Scrimmery. I am Sir Sex Lucifer. I'm gonna give you a one-time or a two-time deal. If you don't want it, that's fine by me. If you do want it, go right ahead. I want you to be able to protect my sister, though. Do you know want to be a devil? Now, this is where Ichigo scratches his head. He's got time to think about it still, but I want you guys to know which path you want me to go down. I still want to go down the path of the devil, but being an angel, I don't know. It's kind of hard to figure out. Um, so as that goes on, let's go to a. If you guys want me to switch it up a bit, I can tell you a different story because I can't reveal how much the information I'm going to do with that story if I don't get enough, you know, feedback saying which side they want to be on. Um, I do make a good high or Naruto fan fiction, so I'm gonna try that one next. If you guys ever want to say anything beforehand, I don't care. This time I really don't own anything. Not even the storyline, well, part of the canon. I do not own any of the abilities in this show or in this fanfiction at all. So, as we see a little boy running for his dear life, he doesn't even know why. But he's not running from a mob, you might think. He's running from the stares, the glares, the rejection, the honest honestly the words, all that. He had enough of it. He couldn't stand these words. He was the son of a kage, and his sisters are treated like heroes while he's treated like an outcast and been thrown out of stores, just not physically beaten but mentally and uh mentally and emotionally abused. So because his parents were neglected him as well. But the thing is, he can understand why his parents were neglected his training for so long. He had the ability to not use chakra. I mean, everybody says you gotta have chakra to be in business. No, Naruto had something much, much more powerful than chakra. He had a key, which was a very stronger than anybody around him, but they didn't know it was chakra. It was chi, like from Dragon Ball Z. But Naruto didn't know why he had chi instead of chakra, but he also had a separate system. He can't combine the two together though. See, Naruto has two or three systems. One is the Kyuubi's chakra, which he can't use at all because he doesn't know how to put it through his chakra coils, but they're still there, like keeping him alive. It's very strange. He's got the chi and back behind everything else because that's his main power. And then in the middle, you have a what was it? Rietsu, which is also the spirit energy of Ichigo or Naruto. See, these three things didn't make sense to Naruto. The two physical and spiritual energy were supposed to be intertwined and make his chakra. But why was it still separate? He never understood that until he went to a place where there was a void, dark void, almost like he said hello a couple of times. All he heard was echoes of his voice back. So as we see Naruto running down this echoey dark void, he sees something in the distance, something that he's never seen before. He's seen a man with um a white I can't remember what a kimono. There we go, and a pole with rings on it, and it has got like six or seven, nine secret orbs. I can't remember the exact number. And he had the Rinnegan eyes with the shiny Rinnegan in his forehead. I believe that's where it was. Anyways, this guy was a sage of six paths. But Naruto didn't know he passed out in the middle of the road, thinking people thought he was dead and were glad of it. But he was secretly um, trying to find food before he passed out. He couldn't find any food in time. So as Naruto got ready to fight back or fight whatever was coming towards or what he was seeing, but he didn't realize that nobody really heard him in the village since his dad was a Kage. He's guessing as the sage just pass looks down at Ichi or Naruto. Naruto, do you know you have three separate uh, systems in you, boy? Naruto just made, I don't know, because you were not experimented on, but had the ability to use chi separate from your Rietsu or your spirit energy. Because of that, we had to put the chakra from the Kyubi in you. But there's also a little thing you don't know about Naruto. My son, Inder or Ashura, was I think I said his name right. Was your incarnation. Some reason he was the same way as you, but not all of his descendants were like you though. Only you were. It's just common sense that Naruto was confused, but he understood what he was saying. Like he felt this man was some part of his life when he was younger, but he didn't know how young ago it was. Now, now that we see Naruto going through a lot of um, fudge, what was it called? I got distracted. Oh, was talking to the Sage of Six Paths about how he was different and everything. Just before he started waking up, something happened that even the Sage couldn't predict. Naruto started to channel energy like he was told to. This energy was becoming so strong that he couldn't man, I'm so sorry. He couldn't control it all, but he was wanted to scream it out loud. Like he wanted, hey, sorry, I got a lovable dog on me. Chainsaw, stop, buddy. Who's a good boy though? Lay down. Ah, lay down. Sorry, that's my Doberman. He really loves me. Sorry about that. Where was I? Oh yes, as Naruto felt his body getting burned by some force outside of his body, the sage said Naruto will talk later, but right now you need to deal with the person that's burning you. So as Ichigo or not, as Naruto went through all this hell, he woke up burning everywhere. One Ambu, three tuning, one tuning, and one getting all started to beat the crap out of Naruto when he fell unconscious on the ground. Because of his malnourished body, he couldn't move him much, but he was getting beaten by them. He has to eat a lot of food to get his metabolism up again, but he doesn't know how. So something snapped inside of Naruto not the Kyubi, something more ancestral to his dad's past. He exploded with so much energy that nobody could understand or comprehend. But it wasn't just that; his chakra and the nine-tailed beast chakra, along with his spirit energy and ki, all started mix and intertwine with each other. And then suddenly Naruto, being the unpredictable badass he is, some reason merged them all three together and made his own chakra source. I I don't know. I'm going with the flow here. So when Naruto channeled all this chakra around him, he absorbed it and it looked like he was going to kick some ass. He's got a blade on his back. Just think of Ichigo's broadsword state, but I'm going to give it a different name. But it's going to be Ichigo's sealed state first. Then it's going to be something else. Okay? Just Bear with me. Naruto looked at the people in front of him. Now I'm gonna kick all your asses for trying to kill me. Naruto sounded different, more masculine, more humble, more honorful, more primal, and what was the other word I'm looking for? It's in there somewhere. Fridge. As he was so strong, he was got so strong, but it was only for a couple of hours until he got some food in his belly. He kicked their asses, not just one, but two Ambu, three Joning, one Ginning, and one Chuning. But he had a rough time with the Joning and Ambu, but they missed what was it? They underestimated him and thinking that couldn't beat them up. Well, they was their fault that they dropped their guard. That so as Ichigo or no, as Naruto, man, this is gonna be bad. As Naruto goes to walking along the way, finds out that uh has a lot of power on him, but he notices a big sword on his back. He pulls it out, slices the air a couple times, and he actually got a cut. Like he literally cut the air like it was made out of energy or something. Then he needed food, and so he went to his favorite ramen stand, which can give him healthy ramen too to grow and stronger. Um, when Naruto went there, he said hi to his favorite co- uh favorite person and favorite people in the village for right now anyway. As he was talking to the uh ramen duo, father and daughter were cooking Naruto up a storm. Since he finally gained his chakra ability that no one knew he could do. Well, here's the thing: on Naruto's dad's side, before all this started, before the stage of six passed, his dad's ancestors were Goku or Vegeta, whichever one you want to choose. I don't care. But since he's a descendant of Goku, and he also a descendant of or the reincarnation of Ajura, and now get this, and on his mother's side is the Soul Reaper, the Kurosaki family. So I'm passing down powers through generation. Naruto, for some reason, has both Saiyan and Shinigami Hollow and Quincy powers. But the spirit energy doesn't look that different compared to now since he mixed the chakra with the demon chakra from QB, what little he had of it anyway. Let's just say she's a lot stronger now. Yes, I made the QB a she. I'm so bad, aren't I? Anyways, just joking. So as Naruto was was done with his meal, he was thank you and IMA Chan by I don't remember how they say it. Igaraku Gigi. As walking off, he goes to see his dad for something he wanted to do for a long time now. He goes up to the Kage's office, and the girl, his secretary, told him that the Hokage is busy. Naruto looked at her, and his eyes. All right, now this is going to be a little different than the Rinnegan or Sharingan. He's not going to have the Rinnegan, but he's going to have a new Jujutsu called the Blue Rugon. It's kind of like the Sharingan, but more pure and not less less demonized. But it's also pure. So everything in this story is almost about a dragon, Dragon Ball Z, but not really. I'm having a fun time here. So Naruto busts down his dad's door with a kick of his foot, and then his dad was scared out of his mind as four Ambu were already armed at the teeth. try to kill Naruto, but it wasn't like that because they couldn't lay a finger on him. They were scared to because it was this Kage's son. Son, what's going on? Why'd you blow down my door? You haven't called me son since I was born. You only treat Naoko and uh Mito that because I'm the odd bunch. Well, tell you what, Dad, that remaining tail chakra that QB had, I fused it all together with my energy that I had before and my spirit energy. Now I have a limited amount of chakra. Beat that, Dad. And Naruto left with a speechless Hokage in the background. He didn't believe how much his son uh, hated, or not hated, but disliked him. So he decided to tell his wife what happened, and oh boy, Naruto's gonna rip these guys a new one because they haven't been his true parents for a long time. And Naruto is just now not giving up his power to anybody. So he goes up to his goes back home. When I say home, I mean a different home that he bought when he was younger and nobody knew about it. So as he walked in, he started putting training equipment that he bought this day with a hinge he had on, and he made this dojo for made this home a dojo too with weight and gravity seals. He's working his butt off trying to figure out what the sword can do. Now, this sword in particular is not related to the fox. Oh no, it's much more, let's just say, primordial than that. Kind of like Godzilla is, but not Godzilla. You guys will understand later. Yeah. So, anyways, as Naruto was training with his sword, he hears a voice. Naruto, can you hear me? And Naruto looked around and thought, well, who are you? I am. And he couldn't hear the name at first, but he heard the last part, Getsu. I didn't understand that. You said Getsu. So you can't hear the beginning part of the name. How unfortunate. But don't worry, when the time comes, you will be ready to wield me. So as the Naruto and this voice was gone, Naruto decided to do some meditating. So to go to the seal instead of his soulscape. Well, he goes to his mindscape before he goes to his inner world. So as he's in a mindscape, he sees the Kyuubi all beefed up. No, not beefed up, but more stronger than ever. So let me guess, all that energy I mixed with your tails of chakra and my energy that made my own new chakra actually affected you instead, or you too. Quite the smart one, aren't we? Yes, it did. Now you got like a limited amount of jitsus you could try out and ki or whatever they call it. But there's something you should know, Naruto. You have a Shinigami abilities too. Well, that's what they call themselves today. But there's only one Shinigami left, and he's the man of the world of the death. But there hasn't been a hollow since ever. So Naruto, you are strong, boy. But you gotta train harder. I know you gotta eat good food and all that, but we gotta find out where to get this good food at. So he's decided to pack his from back from his house over to the next day. Sorry, I had to calm down a bit. The next day, Naruto was ready with his bags and stuff. Before he got to leave, he heard his mom call him down for a second. He's like, "Damn, well, I better go see what she wants before she hits me." As Naruto walked downstairs, she was in tears. Naruto, please don't go. They were so sorry and blah blah blah. Well, it's kind of too late now. I gotta, I got my own training regimen, and I have my own chakra now. I gotta tame it before it gets bad. Anyways, bye, Kasen. Bye, Tosin. Bye, Mito. And as Naruto was leaving, Mito, or Minna, the last twin, came out of nowhere. You douchebag! What the hell are you leaving for? Just because our family hates you doesn't mean you got to leave us behind. And we all hate your guts, so we wish you would never born. Naruto was so angry that this kid decided to tell him off. Well, Naruto only flicked him on the forehead with a little key he had this wanted to spare on his little brother. Flicked him in the freaking forehead and sent him flying through the air, through the window and into the yard. Her Jiraiya just came in and fell. What the hell was that? And sees Naruto's about to leave and realizes, well, shit. He's leaving today. Naruto, where are you going, buddy? Jiraiya Sensei, you haven't, you haven't talked to Naruto either, have you? No, I haven't. Where are you going, Naruto boy? None of your damn business. Now leave me alone. And with that, he disappeared with two fingers on his forehead as he teleported to a place called the Lookout, Dende's Lookout. And when Naruto was there, he wanted to talk to this Dende guy. So he knocks, looking around. Oh, you must be one of the descendants of Goku, am I correct? Yeah, I only learned one move from a dream I had last night. It's called instant transmission. Oh, well, they call me Mr. Popo. Now, if you want or Kami or Dende, I mean, I'm gonna have to take your weapons and stuff away. Anything but the sword, I have to use that for training. Okay. So Mr. Popo waddles up to the boy and gets rid of all of his extra armor and stuff from him and puts it away. There, your sword will be now safe. No, I won't now, Mr. Dende, sir. You can come out now. Oh, Mr. Popo. It's always good to hear your voice again. The guardian of the earth looked at Naruto. Can't be. What's wrong, guardian of the earth? You are a descendant of Goku, but yet you have a mixture of Vegeta and another I don't know about. Interesting. Would you like to train in a time chamber? Yes, I would. I was told that to come here by a voice. I don't know whose it was, but they told me to come here and train. Ah, so it must be Goku on the other end. Don't worry. We will get you and your friend, or sword, I mean, acquainted with the training area. All right, Mr. Dende, what happened to you in the lookout? I mean, it looks like somebody died up here. Oh, this place is really old, my friend. Really, really old, just like me. I understand you're old, Dende, but what happened here? A fight between gods and stuff. I just hadn't had time to fix it up. Mr. Popo is doing his best, but he can't do it all. Mr. Popo, is that guy outside? Yes, he's a very nice man. But every year I send him to a village, or every 3 years I send him to a village that has the um tuning exams to find a recruit for our savior. And I didn't think that this Yandere's son would be here so soon. So, kid, you want to train with Goku? He's in stasis. He's back here. Let me get him. Machine off. Then Goku, your descendant, has arrived. And get Vegeta up too. Yes, Dende. Wake up, Vegeta. Poof. Yeah, Goku is a little smarter than he was in his old realm, or his realm. As Vegeta says, damn it, Kakarot. Enough whining, you big baby. We gotta train our descendant or descendants, whichever one. Anyways, um, man, I'm real hungry. Um, hmm. Well, I gotta call it a here. Sorry, but I gotta get me some food. My belly's hungry. I'll continue this when I get back. I have to go charge the laptop. I wish you guys me luck and have a wonderful day. This is GMX666 signing out. Peace.